Hello, this is day 5 of the Inside Out project. This is my daily check in just to kind of review what my experience has been for the day, do a quick check in about how my progress has been, um, what has arisen throughout the day, and what the result of these techniques and tools has been. So today was probably the most normal day I've had so far. I've been just feeling kind of maybe a little dissociated, focused, distracted, I guess. Distracted by work, focused on work. I did a lot of multitasking, so I was kind of all over the place. It's just really kind of felt a little bit flat and disconnected, which has been quite a shift from the intense, extreme emotions I was feeling for the first couple of days. So maybe I'm just kind of still recovering and processing that a little bit. Even my self check-ins today were pretty neutral, disconnected. There was no new information there that came up. I've also noticed that as I've not given myself time for fun activities, I've become more and more apathetic by the day. So, like, the first couple of days when I was having like really intense feelings and issues come up, I was listening to music. I was getting outside. I was like dancing it out and just finding different ways to bring joy into my life. Comedy, that was another one. And I haven't done any of that in the past 2 to 3 days. And I feel as the time period gets longer, as the duration of going without it gets longer, the more apathetic and disconnected I start to feel, a little more robot-like and maybe a little bit more stuck in my head and not present as well. So yeah, that disconnectedness is starting to creep back in without those elements. It probably doesn't help that I'm tired and I've been getting to bed really late. So tonight I'm gonna try again to get to bed early. So by early I mean 2 instead of 4. One thing that did come up today was, how do you explain these experiences to the people around you? Because not everybody has an understanding of things like trauma recovery or CPTSD or just any kind of general clearing of energy blocks and stagnant trauma, because I think that most trauma survivors recognize that we store a lot of blocked energy and feelings in our bodies, and that when you start to release some of it, it has some pretty powerful effects, and I'm not sure how to explain that outwardly to people in my life, because I'm sure it just seems insane to somebody who's not experiencing it. I'm not even sure how to bring it up or address the issue of just the inconsistency of my behavior, because I know that it makes me very engaged one minute and very disengaged the next, because I go through a whole push-pull. The more intense things are that I experience, the more I'm likely to pull back and self-isolate. So it's kind of hard to explain that lack of consistent presence to the people around me that don't really know or understand that. So that was one thing that came up today. Other than that, I'm gonna go to bed and get a good night's sleep and continue on tomorrow and see what tomorrow brings. So far, the focus has been all on internal and not so much on the external effects of the internal work, because I don't think that it's something I'm really going to shift my focus towards until I feel like I've had a little bit more success with creating a consistent internal experience, elevated, processed a little bit more. So that's where I'm at today.